What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trent's Tech. I would start streaming right as Travis started streaming. Now I want to go watch Travis's stream because I always miss Travis's stream. And now I'm streaming while he's streaming. It's rare to see Travis stream on a Thursday. We see him streaming on the weekend. Oh, man, that is so hilarious. You got to love the timing. So, all right, let's go through all the checks here, make sure everything's cool. I'm being lazy today and using StreamYard, but here we are. But yeah, 1 week away from the pre-order of the Apple Vision Pro. So yeah, I'm kind of looking down the barrel and I'm just like, I'm probably gonna have to figure out the rest of this stuff or whatnot because I don't know. I put my Z Fold 5 up on Swap or whatever, and then of course the same thing always happens on Swap. I hate it. And look, I already know how people are going to react to this, like, oh, it's just online business and all that. But this is what happens. You put something up online, you put it at a decent price or whatever, and you're like, all right, let's see if it moves the needle a little bit. Nothing happens. All right, let's drop it down a little bit more. Like, I'm not going to sit here and give it away for free, but just drop it a little bit. And then somebody's watching it, and then they watch, and then they watch, and then someone else comes along. It's already a good price. Oh man, could you make it even lower? No, I don't want to make it any lower. And I was like, you know what? I'm the only person on here with a Z Fold 5 that's in the limited blue color. There's a bunch of, icy blue, a bunch of black or whatever, but not just the limited edition blue. So I raised the price back up. And then somebody comes back on there today and they're like, oh, well, I was looking at it at the other price, but you raised the price back up. So now I'm not interested. I'm like, man, look, if you was interested in the price while it was low, you would have got it. You would have said something, you would have made a comment. But no, after the price goes back up, that's when people are like, oh man, I can't believe it. So you know what? I just took it down. So here's my new plan because I'm not going to keep the Z Fold 5. My new plan is to just basically put a little bit more money towards the Vision Pro. I'll be right about on the edge of getting that. And then the Z Fold 5 can either hang around here or sell another day or whatever. But yeah, I'm not about to be jumping through hoops back and forth online. At first, I said I wasn't going to do it, but then I kind of talked myself into doing the swapping thing. But I was like, nah, just hold off. So we gonna figure out other ways. Yo, Genosis, what's going on? Jean Michel, what's up? Yeah, I'm being lazy today. I'm using StreamYard, so um, I can at least just get the comments up on the screen. And at some point, I'll switch back to OBS once I line up some stuff or whatever. But I'll probably still use OBS to, record the videos and get those out. But just for now, just making life a little bit easier. Let's see. Blake says, first time being in the stream, been watching your journey. Do you really think you'll be able to get one? I'm ordering two because I'm worried they'll sell out super fast. So, yeah, I will be able to get one. Honestly, I'll say this. If I didn't start doing like the fundraising that I did, like with this, road to Vision Pro, I absolutely 100% would have not been able to get it. Like I was literally hoping for this thing to come out in like the second week of February and then have like the first week of February February have the first week be the week that I would do the order because I would have a little bit more time. But man, Apple just had to go ahead and rush that thing out the door. It's pre-order January 19th. So I'm I will be cutting it very close, but I will be able to get one. So I'm going to do all the tricks of the trade. I'm going to make sure that I have my information already put in. I'm already gonna have because I got basically like 3 gift cards. One, two, yeah, 3 gift cards. So I'll put that stuff in. I'll be on the veterans military website, so I get like that 10% off, and then I should be just right about there. So I should be good. Blake says, also, have you checked out the R1 Rabbit? I kind of looked at it and it's not for me. Like, I don't have a real vested interest in it or whatnot. I know for other people, it'll probably make sense. Maybe if somebody doesn't want to carry a phone and they want to have like that AI assistant or whatnot, totally cool for them. Me, I'll probably just ride out with my iPhone, and just kind of leave it there. That's kind of just the main thing I use anyway. So um, it's interesting to see what's going to happen with the R1 Rabbit. It is coming in at like $200, but to me, it kind of feels like a Pokedex from Pokemon, but a little bit smarter. So um, take that opinion as you may, but yeah, it's interesting to see for sure. Blake says I'm referring to sellout times reported only 60 to 80K units. I could buy 10 of these. Hey, look, if you got it like that, great, man. However, Apple is going to be limiting the purchases to, I believe, 2 per person. I want to say that's what they're going to do is have it be 2 per person. I saw it in an article somewhere, but who knows? Maybe Apple might just open up the floodgates and say, "Hey, buy as many as you want. We don't care." But yeah, I am not rich like you, man. That's why I'm trying to raise the funds to try and get to that point. Um, if I look at the total of where I'm at between uh, what's come from the channel, my own contributions that I made previously with the channel, some other stuff that I've sold, and this, that, or whatever, and all the other extra details and super thanks, I'm at like $1,702. So yeah, basically, if I get to with what's been raised from the channel and all the other stuff, if I get to about 2,000, so basically like $300 more, I'll be really comfortable, like super comfortable, as far as just putting it. If I got to put in the rest of the 1,500 or whatever, I should be cool and be able to knock that out, and I'll be golden on that. So that's pretty much the update. I was doing like the whole spreadsheet thing, but I got like 18 million different things going on, and I'm like, all right, I can't keep keep it going with the spreadsheet and every little tracking or whatnot. Because the hard part is YouTube, because I've never gotten a super thanks before. I don't think YouTube really starts recording exactly where all the super thanks are until like the next month or something like that. Before, I was like going through the comments and having to find the comment and the super thanks and try and go from there. So yeah, it was definitely a little bit confusing. But yo, we got the man about tech, aka Flames. So for those of you who like to hang out on Twitter, this is just like this is just something that is fun, right? I like doing this stuff because some days I could be having a really long, brain racking day or whatnot, and then I find an opportunity to make a meme. So for the first time, we have a new Viper meme. If you guys haven't already seen it on Twitter, and I'm probably going to demonetize my channel, but or demonetize the video, but whatever. So here we go.
Trent, I mean, other teams didn't want Flacco and let him sit. Brown took him, and now everybody wants them. Well, yeah, they want that. They want that data because what happened was Back then they didn't want them. Now they all on them. Yo, that's that Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me. Now how they all love me. Back then they didn't want me. Now how they all love me. Mike Jones. Joe Flacco giving them that Mike Jones. Yo, he giving them that Mike Jones. So back then. What was that phone number again? What is it? 330-281-8004. Hit Mike Jones up on the low because Mike Jones about to blow. Mike Jones. I'm telling you, bro. That's that Mike Jones energy, Trent. That's that Mike Jones energy, bro.
Look, man, I'm addicted to memes. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. But yo, shout out to Vipe for coming through. Vipe's also doing some fundraising on his channel. He's going out getting a Vision Pro. We're gonna be Vision Pro buddies or whatnot. So oh, I didn't call you, TJ. No, I didn't call you. Yeah, you're good, man. But let's see. Kaloa says, no way they only have 60 to 80K units at launch. Man, that is gonna be crazy. That is gonna be nuts, man. If that is true, that's gonna be absolutely insane. Multiple accounts get you past those limits. True. True. But I mean, look, I don't know. How many people are going to make multiple Apple accounts to spend $3,500 per Vision Pro headset at a minimum before tax, before anything else? I don't see. Maybe maybe Meta, maybe Mark Zuckerberg wants to get like 10 of those things to try and to test out and the competing. I don't know, man, but it's for the regular. Well, I wouldn't say the regular, for the somewhat affluent person. I think it's going to be limited to 2. Yeah, man. Look, it's all fun and games. It puts a smile on my face. What's crazy is how fast I can actually do this stuff now. Like, I remember back in the day, to make a meme, it was like, all right, it's going to take me like a good hour. Man, that took me like 8 minutes. Oh, man. Let's see. Genosis says, not the people you need to worry about, but the scalpers with bots. Has Apple really had a problem with botting and buying stuff? Because I think I don't know. I've never bought anything, but you would at least have to set up like a whole Apple ID account. And doesn't the Apple ID doesn't have to be tied to a phone number or something like that at least? I'm not sure, but I guess we'll see in about a week. So, but yeah, that's basically kind of like what I'm looking at right now. Is because today's Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I say I give myself about 7 days to get about $300 closer, which shouldn't be too bad. I'll be able to figure something out. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm just ready for it to be out. I'm kind of burnt out a little bit from like all of the different news articles, because now it's just people just kind of just throwing everything in the kitchen sink. There's all of these what ifs and this, that, or whatever, and there's not really much concrete, real news, anything else extra coming out. It's pretty much just at this point, it's all coming down to that pre-order that's going to be at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. my time. So I'm going to be able to work around that and figure that out. And I'm sitting here right now. I'm like, man, I wonder what Travis is talking about on his channel right now. But I'll probably just catch the replay on that and kind of just roll from there. But otherwise, that's really been it. I haven't been focusing too much on anything else. It's just been all Vision Pro. I have thought about it. I've thought about, because basically I got a phone. I have like an extra phone line that I was using back when I was testing phones. I'm about to get rid of that anyway. So since I don't need two phones anymore, hell, I could go to Best Buy and grab like a Meta Quest for my kid or something or whatever. Just use just the trade-in credit or whatever for something later on or this, that, or whatever. So that's got my mind kind of rolling through with other things, but it's still at some point would like to find a way to sell it. But who knows? Like I said, I just don't feel like doing the whole back and forth with people and all that other crazy stuff. So, but I'm still wondering and looking of where or which companies would actually be doing some sort of accessory for this. 'Cause that's gonna be an interesting part. Because honestly, I would like, even though like the Vision Pro is supposed to be like all white or whatever, I would like to have a blacked out Apple Vision Pro. So I know they have the light shield and the foam or whatnot, but honestly, another company could copy that. They could make based off of the dimensions, they can make like a different light shield or well, I don't know how hard Apple has it patented down, but basically a way to make another light shield and have that be all black and foam insert and like the headband that goes around your head. I'd rather have it be all black. um, it will look a lot cleaner, instead of white or gray is something that you gotta worry about looking at, especially if people who use like hair grease or moisturizers or anything like that. I'd rather have something that was just black and then I could just wash it, but you're not seeing any extra stuff on there or whatnot. um, you would see dandruff though. Like if you got a dandruff problem, you would see dandruff on black. But yeah, I think having like blacked out accessories or like the blacked out headband would actually be kind of a cool thing. To be honest, I haven't thought about that before until just now. And I'm like, I hope someone else is thinking about that. But the other thing that I was thinking about with the Vision Pro is so they're supposed to be where you can either share your I believe you can either share your screen from the Vision Pro to the iPhone and iPad, or it's the reverse where you can share the iPad and the iPhone to the Vision Pro. So that is something I'm definitely interested in as far as how those two can work in tandem together. The other thing about the Vision Pro, and maybe we might get some more specs on this, is honestly, I'm just thinking about going on Amazon and getting like a 40,000, 50,000 milliamp hour, battery pack and seeing if that works with the Vision Pro. Because to be really honest, the you got the Vision Pro, you got the battery pack. It's rated for like 2.5 hours or whatever. But every time I saw that battery pack, it was a small, sleek, rounded off corner battery pack. Even though everybody was just all complaining, "Oh my god, the battery pack's going to be so heavy. Look at it." No, that thing looked small and pretty dainty. So honestly, I'll say it. I'm a little bit on the larger side. I can carry some extra weight. I'm not going to be out there. Oh my god, man, I can't move around. It's so heavy. Like I will be fine. I used to wear a military helmet for hours on end while working next to a helicopter. I think I can wear a Vision Pro and be fine. But I want to see which external battery packs will work with the Vision Pro and how much longer will the runtime be. You know, my guess is that the battery pack that they're using is probably around 10,000 milliamp hours or less. So if you get, let's say, 2 hours, I'm not going to say 2.5. Let's just say you get 2 hours out of that battery pack. If you get something 4 times as large, then hey, you know what? That's 8 hours. So I'd be willing to do that. First generation sacrifices, I don't care. But this isn't a product that's going to be in everybody's hands. So I'm already trying to figure out ways around some of the limitations and what I already know whether they're going to be like the initial, like, oh my God, I can't believe. Like just all of that stuff. Yo, Tech for Your Needs, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Eddie Gabriel says, "Can you use military discount on pre-order?" Pre-order. I believe so. I want to say the last time I pre-ordered something from Apple was, what did I get on pre-order? I think it was I want to say it was the M1 MacBook Air that I pre-ordered and got the military discount. I want to say that was it because it was the 256 gig model, and I got the 256 gig model essentially for the price of the 128 gig model. And yeah, that was through the military and veteran site. I got 10% off, and I had to drive out to like Akron, Ohio to pick it up from the store out there because they didn't have any nearby in the stores here in Cleveland. So I want to say, yeah, should be able to do it, but I'll have two tabs open. I'll make sure I'm signed into both. I'll make sure I'm signed into the regular Apple website, and I'll make sure I'm signed into the veterans website. The difference with the veterans website for anybody that is a veteran is Apple will not allow you to do any sort of financing through the veterans website. So you got to come with all cash or all credit. I believe they do allow you to still use the gift cards and everything that should still be there. But if anybody was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just going to put this on my Apple card and make payments every month," like, nah, they will absolutely will not let you get the 10% discount and do the financing. So you either have to choose, if you want to use the Apple card and you want to do financing, you're just going to have to go through the regular way. But if you are a military veteran and you're registered with, I think it's called IDME, something like that. Even if you go to the Apple Veterans website, go to Google, type in veterans and military Apple. It'll take you to the website. It'll take you to all the verification that you need to do if you've never done it before. And then you can see everything else on the site. So like you can see where the iPhones are marked down, the iPads are marked down, the pretty much everything to a certain degree. Let's see. Michael Pepper Tech says the Apple Vision Pro is looking to be 80 grams less than the Quest 3 to 30 grams more than the Quest Pro, depending on configuration, lenses, and such. Man, this is no offense to anybody that uses the metric system. I need imperial units or English measurements or whatever it's called. I need pounds. I need ounces. Like, I have no idea what 30 grams is. I have like no idea at all. Because I think somebody said it was like 500 grams. So what is that, like 2 iPhone Pro Maxes? Like, I don't know if what do I got to take 2 phones and then put it up here? Is that how much it's supposed to weigh, or is it supposed to sit up here? Like, I have no reference to how much that weighs when people talk in grams. Because to me, grams are like one of the smallest measurements. Like anything that you can measure in 1,000 just feels like a small measurement to me. Apple credit card, get some cash back percent if you have it. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have an Apple card, and that limit is nowhere close to what it takes to get an Apple Vision Pro. Not even close at all. No. I know with some people out there that got Apple cards that are like 15,000, 20,000. Some people even got 30,000. No, I ain't even close. That my Apple card ain't gonna see the light of day when it comes to that thing. Oh man. Yo, Jeff Hale, what's going on? Blessings to everyone. Blessings to everyone. Michael Pepper Tech says ID.me, the same thing for the education discount. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I wonder if that's it should work. So yeah, I'm gonna try out the veterans part, and then I guess anybody that qualifies for the educational discount and they got the money to spend, and they might be able to use that too. That's gonna be really interesting though. Uh 512 grams on the heavier side, which is 18 ounces. Well, what isn't there 16 ounces in a pound? If I'm correct. So what is that? Like a pound and 2 ounces? Or am I wrong? I can't remember. I don't know if it's 12 ounces or 16. No, it's got to be 16 ounces in a pound. That doesn't seem crazy to me. I don't know why. Greetings from Sweden. Hey, Dennis, what's going on, man? But like, I don't know. It feels weird. And I don't want to seem like I'm insensitive or anything, but I feel like most of the people who wore the headset never wore a headset before, never wore a VR set, never wore a helmet, never wore a construction app, like never wore anything on their head, and then they put it on and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't." And I'm just like, "Really?" Just I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit ignorant and I don't know, but I don't see it. I remember being in the military, and I remember, working on aircraft, and we had like a whole get up and everything that we had put on over our heads or whatever. And we wore those things all day. It was just like, all right, whatever. I had like the whole goggles and everything. Hold on, let me find a picture here so we all can be on the same page. If I can find it. Okay, like I said, I don't know. I could be wrong. You know, I could be completely off my rocker or whatever. But I'm just like I don't know. Is it really going to be that bad? That's correct. Basically, like the weight of a medium drink at McDonald's. Oh, that's nothing, man. That's nothing. That's nothing. But at the same time, though, it's people. This is gonna sound so out of touch, but whatever. All right. To me, these two phones. This is the 15 Pro Max. This is the Z Fold 5. To me, both of these phones are not heavy. To me, like they're fine. Now, when you compare them to other phones, they can be heavy. But I'm not like, oh my god, this phone's oh my poor wrist. Like, no, I no. Like, if we want to talk about heavy, okay, this is heavy. This is 50 pounds. So that is heavy. That is heavy. So yeah, it's not worried about it when you got stuff like this, but I don't know. People are different. Now, of course, I'm not wearing 50 pounds on my head, but I just don't see it. Like a pound and 2 ounces? Really? I think my freaking microphone weighs more than I don't know. About 2 Z folds in weight. Okay, so these kind of like this, and then we have it like that. I don't know. I know I'm out here looking ridiculous right now, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Especially when, like I say, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that here, and you're gonna have support back there what did people like crank these things down on their face like ridiculously hard? And some of the people I've seen that have like, I guess when they put something on their forehead or whatever, and they have like the little red mark right there. Like it wasn't even that bad. All it looked like was if you were to take your hand and put it on your forehead and keep it there for 5 minutes, you would have a mark. I didn't see anybody with like bruises or even like the lines in their skin. It was just like, oh, it was there. And that was just like 30 minutes. For anybody that's ever played football before, if you put on a helmet and you wear it the first time, and then when you take it off, it might be a little bit red. And that's just natural because your skin isn't used to having something just being pressed up against there. But if you wear the helmet more as you play football and do other stuff or whatnot, that actually starts to go away a little bit because your forehead or your skin or whatever adjusts to it and it doesn't get as red. But when you do it for that first time, it gets like that. So like I said, everybody I saw was, oh, look at the red mark on my forehead. I can't believe it's just when was the last time you wore a helmet? Have you ever worn a helmet? When was the last time you put something on your forehead and it stayed there? You know, not many times. So I don't know. T on the Lurk Squad. Hey man, look, T was hilarious. I forgot that dude's name, but T in that hand motion and that accent got it on point. I'm not even gonna try and copy that. That is T's thing. From now on, T needs to open up every single one of his live streams with the hand and with that whole 3-part name. Okay, that needs to be the intro and outro to T on every one of his streams. Straight up, that shit was hilarious. But yeah, so that's where we're at. It is literally a waiting game for everybody that's donated so far. Thank you. I appreciate that. That shit is fucking awesome. And it was something I never expected. And it took LeBaron, I'll give him credit, LeBaron Burton, to convince me to be like, look, just go for it, do the thing, and go from there. So that's credits to that dude. Samuel Eladio Acevedo. See, look, I fucked it up already. T, you need to do that. Hell, I need to go back. Because I already made a meme of that too. I need that to be T's ringtone if he ever calls me. Just have that go off. I know it's him. Yeah, and we just leave it there. But yeah. In other news, Samsung Galaxy S24 coming out next week on the 17th. I'm gonna probably just hang out and just watch the event. I know there were some other creators who finally got invited to their first Samsung event. So congratulations to them. I don't ever want this channel or anything to be all Apple or all whatever. Like, I'm happy for everybody. Like, if you get a Samsung product this year, happy for you. If you get Motorola, if you get OnePlus, if you get Apple, if you get Google, whatever, I'm happy for you. If you get invited to an event, if you're out at CES, meeting other people, partying out, doing work, if you're going to Vid Summit, VidCon, if you're doing anything productive with your life and you're enjoying it, I'm all for it. So congratulations to those dudes and girls as well, because everybody's out here doing stuff. But what else? Oh, if any of you ballers are out there, anybody that's got some money, go on Twitter and go look up MKBHD. He is selling his blacked out Tesla plaid model, yada yada, whatever, with the white interior, and people are bidding on that thing, and they are bidding it up. Uh, I think when I first checked it, I think it was like at 60,000 or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's there. And so I think the last time I saw it, it got a little high. Well, let me go check right now. Make sure I'm not losing my mind, but it was getting up there. It, it hey, I don't know if it's either people who are really looking for that car or people who are like super fans of money. Oh my goodness. So, time left 6 days. The highest bid right now is $80,555. 27 bids, 40 comments. It's got 40,000 miles on it. It's got a clean title. Man, that is crazy. Hey, but when you get certain things and when you get, a certain audience and people behind you, they'll be uh they'll be willing to, you know, spend some money on you and buy stuff for a good price. But yeah, man, that's great. 80 grand. And what's crazy is because, I know everybody lives in different parts of the country and everybody has different income. So one person's price is expensive and another person's price is cheap. 80 grand is is more than what I pay for a house in Cleveland. Like you can get some pretty good cheap housing here in Cleveland, but one, you got to deal with the potholes, and two, you got to deal with some of the people, and three, you got to deal with the winter or whatnot. But you can get some pretty cheap housing. And I always find it amazing when I see people out there driving cars that cost more than my house. That is the crazy part. And it still blows me away. Like I still see it in Cleveland too. Like you'll see somebody go rolling down the street with like a $90,000 brand new 2024 Escalade, and I'm like, that's a house on wheels. I can't fathom it. That mess is crazy. But so the other thing that I was kind of hoping for, but a lot of people finally, responding. They're like, hey, no, it's not gonna happen. I was hoping that the Vision Pro was gonna be at Best Buy because one, at Best Buy, I can do trading stuff a little bit better than I can with Apple with certain stuff. And two, Apple only like the Apple card, they only gave me so much to spend on that, right? And I know I said I'm doing this debt free. Basically, I'm just using the card just to get the thing, and I'm taking the money that I have and I'm putting it right back to pay the card off or whatever. Like I don't want those problems, but I can't go to an Apple store and be like, "Hey, here's cash," or like, no, you got to do it all online or whatever. But Best Buy, man, I'm so the A74, I traded in a whole bunch of stuff, and I had like got that price knocked down, and then the rest, Best Buy had some deal where I could like finance the A74, and this was early back last year or whatever, and they gave me a limit. And then literally the other day, like 2 days ago, they're like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna increase your limit on your Best Buy credit card." Because I was just paying it off. It was 0% interest and all that. And they were like, "Oh, hey, here now you have this much money on the card that you can spend." I'm like, man, if it was sold through Best Buy, I could have got it through Best Buy, paid the card off the same day, and been cool. But you got to go through Apple.com. So yeah, that's where we're sitting with that. Michael Peppertech says and drove back and drove back by a subdivision that a bunch of new houses are being put in behind our apartment. There's a $550,000 house with a Tesla and a Rivian in the garage and a Toyota Camry parked out front. Man, look, I know the statistics are out there and they're saying a lot of people are broke. A lot of people don't even have $500 in their savings account, and a lot of people don't have this and don't have that. But it's some people out here making it work. It is some people out here, they figured out something. They've got some extra money and they're making it work because I could never imagine that. Even if this channel were to take off, be super successful and all that stuff, look at me when I'm telling you guys this. I would be scared. I would be scared out of my mind to buy any vehicle over $50,000. I'd be scared out of my mind because my my mind goes beyond just the initial price. My mind goes, okay, that's $50,000, right? That's almost what I make in a year. That's 50 grand. Then there's the maintenance. Then there's the insurance. Like I've seen some of the insurance premiums on this car. The insurance premiums alone qualify as car payments, which is nuts to me. If like you go out there and get full coverage, which you probably should on anything over, $50,000. And then everything else, like all of the little stuff that happens where people with their shopping carts and getting dents in a car, hail, damage, rain, scratches, all this other stuff. Like, I'm like, man, nah, I don't want to spend over $50,000. I'd rather sit here and just keep getting cars that are somewhere between 10 and 20 grand that are used, a couple years old, got some miles on them, and just roll with those. Like, nah, man. But like I said, everybody, they making different money and they got a whole house and all that stuff. They probably got buku bucks. Michael Pepper Tech says crazy seeing expensive houses and vehicles given in a pretty poor area. So what's weird about that is sometimes they'll start making these houses in poor areas, and these new houses, since they got that initial value, they'll start to prop up the other neighborhood, like those houses. And sometimes what you'll see people who are in those houses and they see their home values go up, and they're like, you know what, we could move out because maybe the house is already paid off, or they could move out to where their house would be paid off and they would have some extra change. And then they go, live it up somewhere else because they've been in that house so long. Somebody else then comes in, completely renovates and flips the house, then moves in another, mid to high mid to high income earner into that house, and they slowly start going down the street. I've seen that happen before. I've seen neighborhoods that were like 20 years ago, nobody would want to live in those neighborhoods. And then slowly but surely, they're like, all right, I'm gonna buy up this house, buy up that house. I'm gonna offer this person this much money just to take their stuff and leave. That person takes $20,000 and they dip. They put this work into these houses, repaint them, fix up the street, do this and do that. Sometimes even get the city involved in like renovation projects. And before you know it, the same place that was a place that you couldn't sell a house for 50 grand, all of a sudden houses are $200,000, $300,000. It is insane. But that's all it really takes sometimes. So that's like a whole separate segment or whatnot into how that stuff goes. But it happens like the same way how you could have, let's say, a whole bunch of, wealthy people leave and then the area goes down and whatnot. That same area can be revived and brought back up if done the right way in a methodical type of manner. But yeah, that's pretty interesting to say the least. The funny thing is the other day, because I have this Anchor wireless MagSafe battery pack or whatever. And originally I got this because it had USB-C, and I lost my $99 official Apple MagSafe battery pack. Guess what? I found that, well, my kid found that thing the other day. He's like, "Oh, hey, here you go." And I was like, "Where was this at?" He was like, "Oh, it was under the couch." Of course, it was under the couch the whole time. And the sad part is that I've been using USB-C with my iPhone for so long that I looked at the battery pack and I was like, I don't want it anymore. I've already moved on. I already got something with USB-C. I don't want to carry around another lightning cable just for that. So I don't know. Maybe I might send it to somebody or do something with it because I ain't gonna be able to sell that thing. Ain't nobody gonna buy a Apple MagSafe battery pack, the official one with lightning. Like someone's gonna be like, "Hey, I'll give you $10 for it." So I ain't messing with it like that. I will also say shout out to the Poets. The Poets has been on it with the CES coverage. I mainly watch his videos on TikTok, but he'll also upload stuff to YouTube. And then Andrew Edwards threw like an entire party at CES for like creators and stuff, like a meetup and everything. And there were so many people there. And it was kind of cool to see a whole bunch of people in one area having a good time together, not trashing each other on Twitter every 5 seconds over some damn phones, but people actually being people and going out and having a good time. So that was good to see too. So that is definitely a dope thing. Um, it is 8:50. So we've been wow, 48 minutes. Sometimes it's crazy. Like I'll be sitting here thinking like, man, I'm running out of stuff to talk about, or maybe I can't keep the conversation going. And then I'll look up and I'm like, wait, we've been going for 48 minutes? Jeez. And lately I kind of been ending the stream somewhere around 52 minutes to about an hour. So that ain't so bad. But yeah, it looks like Travis did a quick stream and then turned it into a video. So I guess I'll have to see what his thoughts are on the Vision Pro and I guess where he's at with that. I want to say he's not getting the Vision Pro, but I could be wrong. Not to mention, we had a whole bunch of weird and crazy drama go on in sports and whatnot. And to be honest, I kind of been sitting back and looking at all this stuff. And lately, it's sports. First, you had sports, and then I guess you had like drama between teams or between players and coaches or between owners and fans. And it was all kind of kept within, I guess, like sports in that arena or whatnot. But now all the drama seems to be happening between the the journalists and the TV personality for sports. It's like a whole new world of drama that's opened up, and it's just like every week you hear something, and you hear it's crazy because like if you go on YouTube, and let's say you watch like a couple of videos, let's say you watch like 3 videos. So I watched like 3 videos of like the Cat Williams stuff. My entire timeline was full of nothing but Cat Williams drama. Excuse me. Every tech video, every Vision Pro video, every single video that I normally watch got pushed out the way for that drama stuff or whatever. And I was like, all right, well, here, let me delete my history. Let me do this, do that. And it slowly came back down. Excuse me. Then you had the whole Stephen A. Jason Whitlock thing. I watched 2 videos. All of a sudden, YouTube comes flying back in. Here's all this drama. Here's all this crap. I'm like, bro, I literally just got done watching like maybe about 60 some odd tech videos. I watched 2 drama videos, and YouTube just says, screw all the tech. We don't care. watch this drama crap. I'm like, good God, man. So let's see. Wife misplaced the MagSafe battery pack I got her. I've been looking to replace it, but Apple stopped selling them. So you okay? Michael Peppertech, do you want a MagSafe battery pack? Let me know. Hell, I'll probably give it to you for like $40. Let me know. Send me a DM because I'm not going to use it. Mr. Sean says paying $350 a month for insurance for my Tesla. Yeah, that's my car payment. My car payment's about, well, it's a little more than $350, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close to what I pay every month for my car. And my car is no slouch. Like I got a pretty good, Nissan Maxima. I got it. I think when I got it, it was like around 28, 30, which to me is still up there for a car. Like that's up there for me. But yeah, 350 a month for one car. Jesus. I I pay I pay around like 180 a month for like full coverage on my car. So yeah, I had 350. I couldn't imagine paying that. But hey, you might be balling out of control. You might be, making way more money, have a different lifestyle and everything. I ain't got it all going on like that. I'm over here trying to make stuff work for this channel and the Vision Pro and kind of going after that. So, but I guess we can go ahead and kind of just wrap it up here because honestly, I really don't have anything else to talk about unless you guys have certain stuff, but we've been going for 53 minutes. It's around the average time I kind of go at it. So uh we'll count it down. I'll give you guys 20 seconds. 17, 15, 13, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. We're out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll just roll from there. So y'all take it easy. Have a good night. Peace.